Okay, this is forage meal number 2, duck leg over rye berries, radishes, and snap peas.
What's a rye berry?
I don't know. It looks like some sort of grain.
Let's get into it. Alright, thinly sliced spring onion and radishes. Finely chop the dill, parsley, in chervil.
I love meals when we don't know what the ingredients are.
Does the chervil?
Oh, it smells like dill.
Well, everything's gonna smell like dill when it's gonna
yeah,
go, so.
God, dill is so strong. I don't actually like radishes very much.
Alright, you wanna have the radishes?
Do you like radishes?
I like about that much radish.
Let me see.
Because it's really, you know what it should be radish to taste.
Radish to taste,
right.
Exactly. Oh, radishes aren't bad. They have a nice texture.
Good Lord, woman.
No,
and now you're done. And now you're done with radishes. All right. Well, all right. So I'm gonna throw the snap peas in the water, cook them for 3 minutes, and then put them in a thing. Oh, ice. Have you had duck leg much? Often? Ever?
I've had like bites of duck or duck in something,
right.
But I've never just sat and ate an entire leg of duck. Okay. Am I supposed to put this on there in a particular way or anything?
Yeah. You gotta put them all the way. You gotta just balance them together in like a little V pattern.
You're cute.
I am.
I'm just gonna do it like that.
Throw them in.
Okay.
Yeah. This is really easy.
Using the same pot as the peas, warm the rye berries over medium heat for about 2 minutes.
Right. But it doesn't say to drain the water out of it. No, it says.
Well, if you were gonna drain the water, you might as well use a different pot.
But I don't know. Maybe there's something. You know, people say use the same pot because there's something kind of in there.
Right.
I think it's just use the same pot because who cares? Just use the same pot.
I'm gonna try to eat one of these because I feel like we should boil these. I mean, just because they look like something that needs to be boiled.
Warm them over medium heat for 2 minutes. Squeeze half a lemon on top.
Oh no, they're cooked.
And toss to combine. Yeah, you wouldn't do that in a...
Tastes like brown rice.
Right. Okay. So I'm gonna empty the water out of here.
Okay. That is really weird directions.
Okay. So you wanna... It's really weird directions.
We need to work on that.
By the way, the pairing for this meal is obviously white wine.
Sauvignon Blanc.
Or whatever cough syrup you can find around the house. That'll work as well. What?
Cough syrup.
Delicious.
Okay,
toss some radishes, the very small amount of radishes. The wild arugula, snap peas, spring onion, release the bits of the spring onion, herbs, these guys, and dressing.
June's going to join us. She's having a rough day.
It said toss it, it didn't say keep it in the bowl. Toss radishes, crumble feta cheese over the salad, which I'm going to do on the plate because you don't make the rules. Create a bed of rye berries on each plate and top with roasted duck legs. Serve with salad on the side. Easy. Yeah,
these recipes are interesting because they're super fancy and super easy. And all of these recipes are from restaurants, I guess. They find the recipe from like fancy restaurants, you know, these highly rated recipes, and then they pick out the ingredients, and it's all supposed to be, you know, our organic farm-raised chicken and ducks. You know, so good quality ingredients. All of these are seasonal menus.
But it's a little weird that you know, on the one side you say fancy, on the other side you say it's all pre-cut, it's all pre-done, it only takes 20 minutes, you don't actually have to do any work. To me, the fancy part of it is the preparation. I think that's one of the reasons that they do so much extra on the packaging. You know, with the insulated bag to make it seem like
high-end.
Hey, I know it's going to look like there's just a paper bag with a bunch of stuff in it and you're going to slap together, but, you know, we've actually made it easy for you because we understand you're busy and you don't have any time. So it's a little hard to kind of get those two worlds together. But, I mean, if it works, it works. So let's give it a shot.
Okay.
That's a lot. This is going to be one of those, like, we have a ton of food for them. You know, this is interesting. This is very much like, this is just enough food sort of thing. There wasn't, with some of the other meals, there's, you know, 12 pounds of extra food left over, and this is pretty much, it is what it is.
We should mention that the lamb sliders that we didn't seem particularly crazy about, our friend John came over and scarfed them down. He loved them, said they were super delicious. It looks good.
All right, so let's see how we go. I'm gonna have some of the bed because I don't trust this stuff.
Wow.
Mmm.
What?
It's lemony.
Making a lot of noises over there.
It's good. It's a lot like chicken.
But it's good though, right? Doesn't it have nice flavor?
Yeah, no, it's a bit fattier than chicken. It's less dry.
Well, it's the dark meat.
Right. Oh, I get that.
That's good.
This is good, and that's not just the wine/cough syrup talking.
The rye berries are a bit nutty.
They're a bit nutty. They do taste a little nutty.
They do.
Yeah. Anything that you say, oh, put it on the bed of blank,
Right.
I never actually expect that to be good. I expect it to be filler to keep the whatever it is off the bottom, or to keep the, you know, the pulling
Eat
the
later
juices
if
up.
you're still hungry
Yeah,
after the major.
like it's
the main
something
meal.
like, oh, I guess that wasn't enough food for you, but I never actually expect it to be good. And these are fine. They're a little lemony, they're a little bland, but they're fine. Salad's delicious, and the duck, which I don't actually remember ever having before in non-puree form, is really good.
Yeah,
So
I like
This
it.
meal's a winner. Yeah, I like this one a lot.
Okay, so overall thoughts on Forage?
I like the concept. I'd be a little more careful on choosing the meal, but I would totally get them again. I think they are probably worth maybe about $15 if someone gave you a choice between, because this is very much like Gobble except with better ingredients. So if they were the same price, if they were both $10 a plate, which one would you get? This one?
This one, I
Right.
think.
And actually, Gobble's not $10 anymore. We're
No.
grandfathered in. How much is Gobble now?
13 a plate. I
So
think.
okay, so for $2 more a plate than Gobble, get this.
Okay, so I think overall we give Forage a big thumbs up, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
I think that the meals are interesting, they're easy to make, and they're great quality. It's all in-season ingredients, so, you know, yeah, I think this is awesome. All right, well, thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you again soon. Bye!